Well, we will be looking at a lot more sunshine for most of the state this afternoon than what we saw yesterday, with quite a crop of showers and storms across New Mexico. More sunshine on the way, but the thing we will have to deal with is the wind through the afternoon hours as afternoon highs make their way to the low 90s. If we're going to see a thunderstorm this afternoon, it's going to be along the far eastern portion of the state. Here's a look at the highs for today, into the 80s across the northern mountains, so a warm afternoon there. Across the south, downright hot. We're up to 101 in Roswell, 101 also for Carlsbad, and into the upper 90s across the southwestern corner of the state. We continue to deal with the heat throughout much of the weekend. If we see a storm this afternoon, again, it's going to be across the far eastern edge of the state. The wind continues through at least early Sunday, but during the afternoon, we do start to see the winds come down a little bit. We do stay dry through at least early next week, and then we watch for the chance that maybe a couple of showers and storms toward the middle of the upcoming work week. Here's a look at some of the winds that we're going to be dealing with over the weekend. With a ridge of high pressure sitting in Texas, we're going to be looking at a southwesterly flow on the back end of this ridge of high pressure, so that is going to allow us to be dry and windy, increasing our fire danger, and winds are going to be up to around 45 miles per hour across the northwest, up to around 40 miles per hour across the southwest through to this afternoon. As we move out to the east, we're going to be looking at winds gusting up to around 50 miles per hour for the northeast, up to 40 as you move down to the southeast. And finally, in the metro, it's not out of the question we could see winds gusting up to around 50 miles per hour as well. But the good news is through Sunday morning and into the evening, we will start to see those winds come down, and it looks like the work week not starting off too bad with a little bit less wind before we watch for those shower chances toward the middle of next week. Southern Colorado for today, highs into the upper 70s to low 80s with breezy conditions, winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour. We stay in the upper 70s for Sunday before returning to the low 80s Monday and Tuesday, perhaps a chance at a couple of storms Wednesday into Thursday. Over the northwest, windy with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, highs into the 80s this afternoon, near 90 by the start of next week. Chance at a couple of storms by midweek before things dry out again toward Thursday and Friday. Over the southwest, sunny and windy. Winds will be gusting up to 40 miles per hour, and it will be hot. Temperatures into the upper 90s this afternoon, 91 in Glenwood, but look at TRC, 97 also for Deming, also Lordsburg, 95 in Alamogordo. Afternoon highs continue to warm up through the beginning of next week. Silver City into the low 90s by Monday. We'll have a chance at maybe a couple of spot storms by Tuesday and Wednesday. Over the southeast, spot storms here for this afternoon, especially along the far eastern edge of the state. Winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour and downright hot for Roswell and Carlsbad with highs in the low hundreds, and we hover around the 100-degree mark through Sunday and Monday before temperatures finally start to pull back toward the middle of the week. Over the northeast, very windy, gust up to 50 miles per hour, highs into the upper 80s to low 90s this afternoon. Two can carry all the way up to 97 today. We will see afternoon highs drop a little bit for Sunday, back to around 80 degrees before the mid-80s return for the beginning of next week with the chance at a couple of showers. Over the northern mountains, few storms possible for this afternoon with highs into the 70s and 80s. Santa Fe in the low 80s for Sunday, and then another shot at getting some showers and storms for Tuesday and Wednesday. Over the East Mountains, warm and windy, gusts up to 50 miles per hour, highs into the mid to upper 80s in the metro. We'll top out in the low 90s this afternoon with winds gusting up to 45 at times, maybe even up to 50 miles per hour. And the afternoon highs hover around 90 degrees through the end of the weekend into early next week as the winds come down during the day Sunday, and then we'll watch for a chance at maybe a couple of storms by Tuesday and Wednesday.